Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news. We've got a load of updates for you, with Star Citizen now for 3.21 on the PTU, jump points being visitable, sort of-ish, various dev responses, Vulcan updates, new spooky costumes, combat aces, and more. So, there is a new Star Citizen Alpha 3.21.0 PTU patch. So, obviously this is on open PTU still. This one in particular has ground vehicle physics updates. They've done a polish pass on ground vehicle handling, remote turret updates. They've added stages to turret zoom, none ×2 and ×4 zoom. Various ships have had headlight tweaks, so the Constellation variations, Aquila, Phoenix, Taurus, and Cutlass variations as well. So hopefully we're going to get some parity in the sort of headlights and the way they work in game, and not have incredibly powerful blinding ones and terribly weak ones. Sort of like a middle ground would be lovely. Well, failing that, the more powerful ones I suppose are better than none. The raft has also been changed so that its cargo boxes now fill its underbelly appropriately, rather than just having static boxes. So when the ship is empty of cargo, there are no cargo boxes there. But as it gets more and more full, the 32 SU cargo boxes and containers sort of get added there. There are a ton of fixes as well, from Wallace Klim returning to Grimhex, fixing lobbies with their search for match functionality there, to landing gear and countermeasure issues, as well as some additional stability and deadlock fixes. Cloud Imperium are trying to improve things further, and they are trying to also deal with a variety of known issues, including inventory, streaming, resupply, AI propping, and docking problems. Expect a ton of polish and bug fixing here before the release of 3.21 to live, assumedly around CitizenCons when that will go live. Something else that is in those 3.21 patches are jump point locations. So players found the stand and pyro jump point placeholder and infrastructure around a jump point, which is currently in game. I mean, the jump point itself really isn't in game, but the location around the jump point is, and the sort of smoke cloud. There's a bit buggy. There's lots of geometry sort of issues here and sort of graphical glitches, but it is a highly visited location, mainly because it's a bit of a leak. The jump points are sort of in for Magnus and Terra as well. They are some form of location. They are marked on the map. If you try and sort of create a beacon or whatever, you can sort of see that they are there. I'm not sure if anyone's actually visited them yet. I haven't seen them. But around the Pyro one, there's gas clouds and sort of interesting lighting. There's a station and lots of signage. It's clearly something that was left in for testing or an event or a placeholder, not really meant to be discovered yet. However, there was a Spectrum thread. What did the devs think of the whole jump point situation that people found? And the community team responded. From a community team point of view, we went for different expressions. Wait, how? Oh, look at all the great images and videos. Our community is so fantastic. The expeditions were amazing to follow too, and we loved your passion in finding the impossible. The positive vibes from this improvised exploration adventure were definitely noted. So they haven't given us any information of exactly what's going on with those locations, and are they something for CitizenCon, are they something for 4.0, are they an event? While we are on the subject though of 3.21 and forum threads, I saw this one as well. Why the keybind changes? So Star Citizen have obviously changed some important key bindings recently, and they seem to do this haphazardly is what I would describe. So the post outlines some major changes. C used to be cruise control, now it's a left alt and C. R was flight ready, now it's right alt and R. Tab was activate radar ping, now it's hold and release V. So why are these sort of things changing, especially the important ones? It's confusing, is the sort of point of this post. CIG responded to things mostly. First is that we're doing control passes for Squadron 42, for which we are retaining easily reachable buttons for functions that are used often. E.g., flight ready does not fall under this category, as it is neither used more than once per flight, and it is not time critical either. Other changes are based on upcoming systems, e.g. cruise mode will be obsoleted by the relative throttle system for mouse and keyboard. Targeting will also have changes soon. R is used for some of its functions, and a good bunch of player expectations come in here as well. Lots of multiplayer games have scoreboards etc. on tab, which is why the Arena Commander team moved it there. And tab That's becoming open mobiGlass in the persistent universe, because obviously you don't need scoreboard in the persistent universe, and you don't need mobiGlass when you're playing Arena Commander. They continued, we will keep changing keybinds around until we find the right setup that works in most cases. Alpha 3.20 has been a bit chaotic and needs bits to be added and moved around, but they will try to improve the process of updating keys and make sure that the visuals in-game match the new keys too. In the future, they will be adding automatic gravity compensation that will be toggleable for landings. I just saw that just mentioned in one of the threads. There was an interesting post about ace pilots potentially having a hard time adjusting to the new master modes and combat systems, as they would have previously been able to take out many average pilots easily because they effectively could maneuver in a way that would mean they won't die and would eventually just win overall, and they're sort of very accurate with their shots. But now they would be overwhelmed and they can't do this in the same sort of way. It's an interesting topic, as I think skill ceilings and skill floors are both important for what Star Citizen wants to do with its combat. You want to feel like a badass, even if you are just like a reasonable or even just below average pilot, but you want a high skill ceiling for good pilots, for great pilots that allows them to be really good at the game. But I also like the fact that multiple ships can drag a pro down. I think it's just too early to tell exactly where these sort of skill ceilings and floors lie and what tactics will be utilized by average pilots versus pro pilots. I don't want a pro to just be able to wreck a huge fighter group really easily because they effectively can't be killed. I do want them to go, I can't engage this sort of set of fighters without backup from certain ships. It should be literally tactics versus tactics and strategies and stuff like that. Tank Royale! Tank Royale is bad! This is sort of a post that I saw. Players are playing Tank Royale, but not having a huge amount of fun at the moment. The Reddit post I saw said, I've just tested the new game mode and would like to hear your feedback. On my side, it's by far the worst tank experience for gaming I've had. I see so much space for improvement. Tank driving, WTF, sliding 1 kilometer on the side, unplayable, aiming, impossible to zoom, can't use F because you get out of turret mode, very hard to aim with the turret. Getting hit, sometimes I explode without noticing someone was shooting me. You just see your shield disabled. Free cam cycle is broken again, ? All in all, I had almost no fun. Visually and soundly speaking, it's good. The FX on fire are amazing, but damn. I mostly agree with this. The Tank Royale mode needs a couple of things, and generally more love and polish for tanks and ground vehicles. A take and hold objective element, or to have sort of tanks have a reason to push each other and not sort of stay still and hide, is sort of necessary here in my opinion. This mode will provide a lot of feedback though, and urgent actionable updates that Cloud Imperium can do for vehicles and the next iteration of Tank Royale. It's just a shame that the Master Modes Vandal Swarm test and especially Gun Rush have been so fun in comparison. I do wish that Tank Royale, which I was really looking forward to, had been a bit better, but it's going to get polished. These are the reason they have experimental modes, so they can go, that's no fun, or that needs a lot of work. Bam, yeah, it does. Or maybe it doesn't need a lot of work, actually. Maybe it just needs some quality polish and a little bit more thought. Another thread was next steps after Vulkan. So Cloud Imperium said here, we should have a little something to say about ray tracing in the near future. A little sub-team of us have been working with a pre-release of the Vulkan renderer to build some prototypes. So cool stuff going on with Vulkan. Hopefully that will actually be integrated fully into the game soon, and then we'll have some additional graphics options. I have seen that the latest buyback tokens should be going out this week if they haven't already, to people that want to buy a ship that had previously melted with store credit. There's also the October subscriber promotions. So it's spooky season in and out of the verse, and to get into the spirit, Cloud Imperium are giving away the opportunity for subscribers to embrace the horrors of a classic sci-fi vid with the exclusive Lost Plague helmets. Plus, subs can pick up decaying carcasses of dead ships across the system in October's Ship of the Month, the Drake Vulture. So that's a cool little ship to play around with for sure. Interesting with those helmets though, I can't tell if you just get just the helmet, or it does say helmet, or the full flight suit, because obviously it's picturing it with the appropriately coloured flight suit with them. So that's interesting. I will have to see in game. I haven't actually got one myself. I will grab one and check it out. Infect your friends with the Day of the Vara Spirit when you wear this helmet, inspired by the hit video Lost Plague. The helmet perfectly replicates the horrific death of xenoarchaeologist Diane Wu, the first victim of the ancient alien virus she unwittingly unleashes on an unsuspecting galaxy. The helmets are available in yellow, blue and orange for Centurion and Imperator subscribers, as well as the sub-store respectively. Boom! That's it for your Star Citizen updates today. Really interested to know what you think about that helmet. I think it's cool, a cool look. Some people don't like those sort of weird looking helmets, or like the Frisbee bear heads and stuff like that, whatever they were called. They just like, oh no, it takes me out of my immersion. I like the costumes. Have you played Tank Royale? What do you think of that? What do you think about the discussion on Ace Pilots? Do you think that there's going to be a really high skill ceiling to the new sort of master mode stuff, or is the skill floor too good, pushing players up so that they don't actually have to do much to be a good pilot? Are you annoyed at the constant key bindings changes, or do you sort of totally understand why it's going on and yeah, it's fine? Have you been playing in Alpha 3.21, and what do you think of that build currently on the Open PTU? Are you looking forward to CitizenCon, which is only just over a couple of weeks away? What do you think of those jump points that have been discovered, especially the Stanton Pyro jump point? Do you think it's something we're going to see at CitizenCon or for 4.0 at the end of the year? Was it left in on purpose? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Want some more immersion with Star Citizen? Then the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is on sale until October 9th. This gives you native high-precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. Very cool for general immersion, for combat both in ship or on foot. They are absolutely fantastic pieces of kit, and both Zin and I have one. Use the links below to grab one or to find out more. What the hell are you? It's nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, enabling you to minimize your presence on the internet, almost like a cloaking device. It also allows you to hunt out the best TV and movies and shopping deals by changing your region. It prevents big internet from gathering and using your personal data. There's even a data breach scanner and meshnet for your own remote private network included. When Zin asked, what's the Predator movie got to do with NordVPN or CitizenCon or Star Citizen, I said, what's any of our NordVPN ads got to do with anything? Grab yourself NordVPN in the links below for a seamless, secure internet experience. Every month we have a Star Citizen ship giveaway. For October 2023, we are giving away a Constellation Phoenix. This luxury multi-crew ship can be used as a mission runner, an explorer, a base of operations, and more. It comes with a luxury P-72 Archimedes snub, as well as the Lynx rover, allowing you to have on and off planet excursions. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. This is the bit of the video where I appeal to you to try and join the channel memberships and give us money. We have a load of you that are Patreons or have become YouTube channel members with the join button under my videos, and that goes a huge way in helping the channel and enabling us to make daily Star Citizen news entertainment. But there are a load of other ways to help us: liking, commenting, sharing these videos. That helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching to the end. Please get involved in the comment section, and I hope you have a great October.